Following Hurricane Helene, East Tennessee and western North Carolina sustained major forest damage. The U.S. Forest Service, along with scientists at Oak Ridge National Laboratory, are teaming up together to use satellites to help determine the severity of the damage.
It's an eye-in-the-sky kind of system. It's continuously monitoring all of the vegetation, in fact, all of the land cover across all of lower 48 nationally. And what it's doing is it's collecting data sets from satellites that's looking at essentially the greenness of the vegetation.
One thing that made this challenging is that much of the devastation happened in rural areas. While major towns were hit, the true extent of the damage was unknown. It took some time as satellites struggled to get a read on the land with cloud cover, but ForWarn was able to provide a clear picture just a week after Helene moved through.
So October 6th was about 6, 7, 8 days we were able to get a good comprehensive look at what the devastation across the entire the southeast was.
As the images started to come in, it painted a clear picture that some of the worst damage to the devastation came in the mountainous terrain of western North Carolina and northeast Tennessee. These images were able to help point the U.S. Forest Service to determine where they needed to go first. Even with satellites' help, it doesn't give an exact picture of damage.
ForWarn was never meant to tell you all the details on the ground. It was really be able to be fast and give you a landscape scale assessment.
These images can usually be processed within 6 to 8 days as the satellite passes over, and use data from years prior to compare what the landscape should look like. ForWarn is not just for Hurricane Helene, but also other natural disasters.
We've had increasing number of hail events and tornado outbreaks in broader southern states, and ForWarn has been able to provide assessment. And whenever we identify these large-scale disturbances, ForWarn has an automated system which actually identifies where these damages are.
New technology and satellites are launching over the next couple of years, and this has scientists excited as they hope it gives them not only better images, but quicker response times.
In case of Helene, it took us about 6, 7 days to be able to get a really comprehensive assessment. The repeat from the additional satellites, we really think that in the next 4 or 5 years, we'll be down to 2 to 3 days.
One thing that will certainly be monitored will be the forest recovery heading into next spring, so that a more detailed assessment can be made on what was just leaf loss versus tree loss. In Oak Ridge, I'm meteorologist Jacob Durham, WVLT News.